So hey guys, yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the food I had in Thailand. For the first day and a half, convenience store food I got because, you know, Paul wasn't there, and then I had McDonald's. Yeah, I had McDonald's. It tasted the same yet better, so, you know, like, I ate it and afterwards I didn't feel like dying. This is when Paul finally got to Pattaya and we went out for dinner, and so this place was called the Jolly Friar. A lot of these places like have free Wi-Fi, and the stuff was delicious. You know, there was, of course, I had my seafood platter. Forgot to take a picture of Paul's food, and he had like some chicken noodle kind of thing going on. And because, you know, we're in Thailand and all that shit, he forgot to mention like to the lady, like, don't add, you know, any to like fish thing to it because he has an allergy towards seafood, which is funny because I'm just like, seafood, yum 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 yum, you know, all that stuff. And I don't eat meat, so it's like, cool, I'll eat what you can't have and you eat what I don't eat, you know, that kind of stuff. This seafood platter is really delicious, very fresh. It came with like a spicy, like, the chili dipping sauce, and I'm like, okay, cool, just peeling the excess part of the shrimp, and my dumbass like forgot where the fuck I was, and I just dunked it in the bowl. Like, the whole shrimp went in, and I was like, I was like, oh my god, I forgot where I was, you know. And, you know, at home here, when you ask for a drink, like, you know, it's like, it's a big ass drink. All their, like, regular size sodas or whatever, you know, are the size of, like, Red Bull cans, you know, the skinny little things. So I'm like, you know, sipping on, I think it was like iced tea or something, and I'm like, oh my god, it burns. It felt like I had a shit ton of needles just, like, stabbing me in the tongue because I forgot where the fuck I was because I'm a fucking moron. Poor Paul, because there were tiny little prawns in the soup, so that he started feeling like his throat closing, and I was like, oh no, I felt so bad. And it was funny because she, like, came over, she's like, too spicy? You can't handle spicy? And I'm like, no, I was wrong. I was like, no, I'm fine. Sweat, you know. Anyway, moving on. Look how pretty that is. That's a picture. It's one for the gram. Took it with this camera, because this one was with my phone. Ugh. But yeah, that was with this camera. I realized I didn't take a picture of my goddamn sushi. So this is the Thai iced tea shake. So any kind of like icy, slushy kind of stuff, because we have way too many names for one thing, they call shakes. So if you see a thing that says shake, it's like, it's not really like, you know, like protein powder, bro, you know. Anyway, that was delicious because it's like constantly like 88 degrees outside, and I was like, you know. That was my salad. That shit was fresh as fuck, so delicious. And it's like, you're in Thailand, why are you eating like Japanese food? Like, shh, I'm in East Asia right now. Well, this is Southeast Asia, but you know what I mean. I mean Southeast Asia. Just let me just be Asian, okay? Oh, that was Paul's thing. He was like so excited about it because that was chicken, and you could see, like, you know, they kind of pre-cut it a little, but he seriously, like, with the chopstick just like just pushed it aside, and like it just, he was saying it was delicious, that the meat was like juicy, you know. He ate it up, he gobbled it up. I drank his miso soup because miso has dashi in it, and again, he would die, and I don't need my friend to be dying. Because he ordered like a platter thingy, they put this little placard there, so you get a little dessert. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, that's like the potatoes and all that stuff. Yeah. So he had his, it was delicious. Like I said, my dumbass forgot to take a picture of my sushi. I don't even remember what I ordered. I think it's because like it got, like, I ate my salad, and then it was like the sushi came, and I was like, ah! And then I was like, oh, that was delicious. No, I forgot to take a picture. So this was the next day. This was like my breakfast slash lunch, and it's a spicy squid salad. It was very good, burning the fuck out of my mouth because of them chilies. And then I was just like, take my Asian card away, because I don't know. I can't handle this shit. I thought I could handle it. Before, I would like watch Hot Ones, and I was like, oh, I'd be fine, and maybe start dying around the bomb. Like this, I'd be like 1 or 2 wings in, and I'm like, no, my God. You know? This was delicious. I didn't get a picture of my drink, but it was a pineapple shake. So that was good, because it was slushy, pineapple, because they've got a plethora of that shit there, and you know, I ate so much pineapple and watermelon that once I got home, I seriously didn't have that for like a month, because I was just like, I think I'm kind of sick of it. And also, again, because this is such a heavily like touristy spot, they do have a lot of variety of food. So yeah, if you want the full like experience of having Thai food, they got Thai food for you. You know, they have Western food. You know, there's some spots like they'll literally advertise like, we've got English breakfast, we've got Australian breakfast. You know, there was even stuff that was like American hamburger. You know, so you're not so like, I don't know, like, I'm in this new place, and I don't know if I want to do new place, new food, and new stuff, new currency, too much, change, you know. It's like a hot pot buffet kind of spot. So, and again, it's indoor, outdoor kind of shit. It's definitely more outdoor. It's just a fucking gazebo, you know. So you see the gazebo shit, that's all the food, and then all our chairs and tables, and you're outside. And normally, you know, hot pot, it's inside, you know, they turn on the gas, light the thing. Here, it's like hot buckets of coal that they like put the thing on. Actually, in the next picture, you'll see it. So that's hot. I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see it. Use the mouse. So that's hot ass coals in this fucking bucket, you know. And then they put this like hubcap, looks like a fucking hubcap, on top. And then they give you like a tea kettle pretty much of water. So you put it down here so it boils. You can put your, you know, your veggies and all that stuff. And then you go put your meat on top to grill. So I put my fishy over here, and then Paul put his bacon over there. And we were like, let's keep it as kosher as we can, you know, keep it as kosher as possible. They had ice cream there. They had a spot like what's that thing called? The stone thingy-majigger. They had that, and like I was like watching this tiny lady. Like the whole experience, I was just so like, wow, this is so like familiar yet so different, that I didn't want to be like so American. It was just like, let me record you. Like she was like pouring in oil, the fucking scallions, the chilies, and she was just like she was like making her own shit. I was like, what? You cannot trust that shit happening over here. That's gonna get gross quick. Someone's gonna just squirt a bunch of fucking ketchup in there and put a piece of shit, you know, like, it's why we can't have nice things. But anyway, so then because we were at an Airbnb, so we had, we've gone to like the supermarket, bought a bunch of stuff, because ever since I've known Paul, he like rants and raves about like how he makes like an amazing breakfast, he cooks, and motherfucker, I've known you for a while. Where's my goddamn breakfast? We fucking, you know, like, well, he made the breakfast, so toast, butter, eggs. The pancakes were a little derpy because it's the ones where, you know, it comes in like that, comes in a little thing, the Bisquick kind of thing. You pour your water, you shake, and then you're good to go. It was just like the instructions were like, fill water up to this line, but apparently, like, I guess they put the fill line too high because it was like, it wasn't like batter, it was just like, so the pancakes looked really weird, but they were still tasty because they're fucking chocolate chip pancakes. Yeah, of course we put cheese, some peppers. It was so delicioso. Oh my god. And then, oh yeah, and then we had our little like oranges, clementine, mandarin, satsuma, citrus thingies. And then it's a glass of guava juice. We went back to the mall. Shabushi. We walked past it and I saw a fucking like conveyor belt, and because I'm such a child, I'm like, oh, a novelty thing and we gotta go, you know. So this one, because it's 2 of us, and you get to pick like the soup, the broth. So I picked one that was like veggie based, so neither of us would die. And I like that they have the little separation of church and state for us, which was really good, because he was able to make his meat, I was able to make my fish and veggies. Just taking really like artsy shots of, you know, the conveyor belt and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's all the plates that he ate. I think I had tea. I think he had soda. And then there's a food crumb on his mustache. Oh god. But yeah, you see how everyone's just like yum, 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 yum. Oh my god. But this was really delicious. It was kind of like the night before, but the experience was indoors. You didn't have to get up. Well, the only time you get up, like back here where this guy looks like he's stealing, is like where all the drinks are, you know, so you just get up and like fill your drink. But other than that, like you're just sitting there. This is the plate of the mysterious gyoza, because, you know, again, over here you can get vegetable gyoza, you can get your pork gyoza, you can get like your mixed gyoza kind of thing, but they always tell you what's in it. This one, like, we got it, and then I was like, wait, Paul, what if it's pork with shrimp? And so we kind of like, because we grabbed it off the conveyor belt, they were like with our chopsticks just like dissecting it, and I was like, yep, I see land and sea. Land and sea. So we were like, and that stays over there, we will pay for it, my bad, we're just not going to eat it. Oh my god, this place, bitch. This place is called Curry Heaven, and oh my god. First of all, I was so excited I couldn't even focus my camera right, but that's not the point. The spoon is awesome. That is a shrimp masala. I think that's why I ordered. That's not the fucking point. It is fucking delicious. I got it with some garlic naan and then vegetable samalala, you know. That was I ate one, and then the other one I wrapped up in a tissue and put it in my bag for later. And that food was so good, I swear, it felt like I had like a religious experience. Not that it's a thing I have very often. It was just so good. Like, part of me is like, maybe I was just like, you know, really hungry from, you know, because, you know, like, we're running around all day and like seeing the sights and stuff. Like, maybe, you know, like, I just got so used to my Trader Joe's $3.99, you know, microwavable stuff that, like, you know, your taste buds get all kind of fuzzy, whatever. No, man. I ate that shit. I was like, oh my god. We went somewhere else, and then when we got back to Airbnb, I was like, oh, I'm still kind of peckish. Got my veggie thing. And I ate it. We were, like, sitting on the couch, and I was like, part of me was like, maybe, you know, maybe now it's all cold and stuff, and maybe, like, you know, time has gone past and all that shit. Maybe it's not as good. I ate it, I was like, oh my god, it's so fucking good, my god. Whatchamacallit, like, a lot of these places, like, their menus, it's a lot of pictures, you know, it's like Denny's kind of stuff. So, it's like, okay, so you just point, you're like, that, yeah, one, okay. You know, you just do that. I forgot what Paul had. Yeah, this is like, yeah, his friend had, like, some Thai dish with, like, rice. I forgot what he had. Did he have a chicken vindaloo or something? I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. But this shit was amazing. I forgot to take a picture of the naan, but you know what fucking naan looks like. So we went to actually the food court, which is at the bottom level of the mall, and their food court thing, they have like a system to it. So that's my seafood, like pineapple fried rice kind of thing. Again, I took it with my phone really quick because I was like, I'm hungry. I actually have footage of them making it. So you know, you place your order, and the guy was literally just like, okay, I have an actual pineapple, because again, they have a lot of them. This shit ain't coming out of a can. Take the pineapple, cutting up the pineapple, and then you see the guy like making the rice and all that stuff in the wok, and then you're just there like, la 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 food, you know. And during that time, I went to also like get a drink. Oh yeah, ooh, that freaking green tea fucking latte. Ooh, bitch, that was delicious. I was like, Starbucks, you guys gotta get to that level. Also, yeah, also Paul got this as our dessert. You put like money on a card. So you put like, I don't know, like 500 bahts or something on a card. And you go to all your different counters, you know, and you're like, cool, I want pizza, I want pasta, whatever. So you choose your spot, you hand the card, they swipe the card, and then like you kind of you know, pay it that way. You go to the beverage counter, you order your thing, they swipe the card, da-da-da. And the awesome thing is that, you know, once you're done at the food court, you could go back to that counter and then, like, just redeem, like, whatever money you have left. Because I know over here, if we had something like that, it's like, okay, you put, you know, $50 on that card, like, we can't give you any money back. Like, the money's on the card now. You have to use the card. And, yeah, the food is fresh. They make it right in front of you. It took a little bit longer to figure out what to eat. Because Paul was like, I already know what I want. And then part of me is like, well, do I go and get pizza? Or wait, no, pasta. Wait, rice. Like, wait, do I keep it Eastern or do I keep it Western? Or, like, what am I craving? Am I craving anything? So then I saw, like, the seafood pineapple fried rice, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for that. The first day when I was there, when I was walking around before Paul got there, they don't have the sign here, obviously, because this is from 2017. But there was, like, a sign that said, like, free pizza, and I was like, yeah? And it's like, oh, you know, obviously at the bottom with purchase. I'm like, damn, I want free pizza? Give me free pizza all the fucking time. Always and forever on that Ninja Turtle diet, you know? Yeah, this one was mine, because I got a little fancy with my pizza. And then Paul got the one that's just cheese and bread. Because of all the drinking, he needed something to soak that shit up. So, the next day, all, you know, sober and shit, we went to Bangkok for the day. It was just kind of like fun, running around kind of shit. And this was at the food court at MBK, which is one of the many thousand bajillion malls they have. I can't get over just how thin their napkins are, because, like, you know, this is, like, probably the thinnest kind of napkins we have, you know, like with the Chinese takeout kind of shit, but also at the same time, it's pretty, like, size-wise, pretty decent, and then they fold it, so you're like, oh, look, it's pretty, you know, big size. No, that is literally, like, when I pulled out that was literally like this. Like, you just pull out, and I'm like, this isn't enough for my big American face, you know? Like, I would just, especially if you're eating something and it's greasy, and you're just like, you know, it must be so crazy when they, like, come to the States or anything in, like, the Western, you know, like, countries, and then, like, we've got, like, these thick blankets of, like, you know, napkins, like, oh, I'm using this freaking duvet, you know? That's definitely something, like, I was like, I don't think I could ever get used to. But yeah, I actually had pad thai in Thailand, because I was like, this was, like our second to last day, and I said to Paul, I was like, you know what? I want to have, like, legit pad thai, because, you know, I have the shit at the restaurants that they're authentic, but, you know, sometimes it's like that. I've had my Trader Joe's shit. It was pretty fucking tasty. Comes with a lime. Yeah, Paul had some noodle soup with his chicken and all that shit. When we were done eating and we went to go get our money back, I saw this thing that was like, for 500, I think, what was it? Yeah, buy a 500 baht monthly non-refundable card and get a bucket. You get a bucket for soda. And I was like, free S bucket. So that's whatever their cola brand. So it's like if, like, Coke or Pepsi was, like, selling a bucket. A fucking bucket. A bucket! A fucking bucket of soda. That is like... What? Final day at, you know, in Thailand. We were like, let's just keep it chill. Let's just have some food and then just kind of, like, lounge. Let's just, like, have a lazy fucking day kind of stuff. And so we're like, we already, like, ate all the breakfast stuff, you know, all the, you know, food that we brought in. We made sure we're like, okay, that's the end of it. We don't have any waste. And then, so the very final day, we went out for breakfast. And we were, like, looking, like, where should we eat? And I was like, oh, we ate here. I don't know. And then we found this spot, which is the Lek Hotel. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Or Leek Hotel. And I remember seeing it. We had walked past it. I had seen it. But I wasn't too sure. Like, they had a sign. Like, where's my Google Maps thingy? Yeah, so you see here, like, breakfast buffet in our poolside coffee shop. And it's like, what? Yeah, so they have European, this is Oriental, but I'm not gonna get mad at them for it. Fresh from the kitchen, 150 bahts. 150 bahts, that's like, you know, money. So, and they have free Wi-Fi, you know. So, we went in there, and I decided to stick with a Western breakfast just because I was like, all right, let me just kind of start transitioning back to home. So I got my orange juice, my croissant, you know, my French toast, my egg, my potatoes, all that stuff. You know, Paul's got his bacon and what is that, like gravy smothered, what, eggs, all that stuff. Yeah, and so, like, we went up to, like, we walked through the lobby and through the door, and there was like a little like podium there, and we're just like, yeah, 2 breakfast tickets, and they're like, yeah, you know, they're like, okay, cool, you know, 300 bahts, you know, we paid them, and we like held on to that, and because like, you know, it's not hard to miss us, so we got on, we grabbed our food, and you could kind of see them like, wait, did they just pay? Like, wait, hold on, there's these 2 huge Americans like grabbing food, and we sat down, and we made sure we kept that, like, that's on the table. We kept it on the table, and then, like, a little lady came by, and we, like, handed her, and that's when she, like, she wrote the thing to be like, okay, like, they paid, you know, so, you know, we wouldn't get in trouble, and that's the last thing I need is to get in trouble in a foreign country. Okay. And then for our final meal in Thailand, I had sushi again. Well, this was because, like, we wanted something close by, and this was, like a 10-minute walk. This place is called, Tsunami Sushi, and this one was probably one of the most tastiest restaurants that was very popular, but also where the, wait staff spoke the least amount of English. So, good thing, as you can see, the menu was pictures. You could figure out what the hell it is. They have Thai and they have English. So if we were confused, we were like, that free Wi-Fi, let me figure out what is entail in this thing. So, you know, and again, pictures, you do the, you know, you point and you go like that. Like, this one, 1, this one, 2, you know, because there were times where I was like, I get 3, and then she was like, ooh, and I was like, yes, 3, because I'm fat, you know. So, yeah. Do you want green soda? Do you want orange soda, clear soda, cola, or red soda? I got a matcha tea. Yeah, so I got my matcha, and there's Paul. And, yeah, so you see the food, it, like, you know, they bring it out, you know, all that stuff. And it's very fresh, very tasty, no problems, all that stuff. I couldn't, these couple of pictures, I couldn't get a good focus on the camera because right before that, while we were figuring out what to eat, we get there, we're looking at the menu, I'm like, dude, I want everything. And, like, the restaurant, and there's a lot of places where they have automatic doors, but, like, you have to, like, press the little button, and it's like, choo, you know, because the McDonald's by the bar, you walk up, and then you're like, press the button, boom, you know. So when I walked up, I was like, it takes a second. And it's like, you know, you could, like, notice someone just, like, you know, watching, like, looking at you and stuff. I was like, you know what, bitch, I don't care. This is my last meal. You know, I want to eat everything, yada, yada. The woman gets up and leaves, and I just hear, thank you, and then, bong, she ran into the glass door. It was so loud. Boom! Oh my god, that sound, like, just hearing glass, like, reverberate just makes Paul and I crack up. He actually saw it. My back was to it, so it was like, it actually startled me. I was like, oh my god. And then her guy, like, waited a beat before he left, and then when they finally left, we were just cracking up. I was like, oh my god, I would love to be like, yo, can I get that security footage? Because, oh my god. But anyway, back to food. Yeah, so Paul had like a beef bowl kind of thing. He said it was tasty, so that's always good. Oh, wow. But yeah, we were like ordering this shit like over and over again. Like after it was done, they come over and like get the plates, and I'd be like, okay, because they collected the menus, but you know, they leave one menu. So then I'd be like, okay, I want another 7 of that, a 40 of that, because I'm fat. Oh yeah, that's my green tea ice cream, and Paul had like a lime ice cream, which is like, I call it the different stages of my hair color. That's the freshly colored one. That's a little bit later on. Anyway, but yeah, oh yeah, this is actually the last food. So this is when we got to Bangkok airport, and they had an Auntie Anne's pretzel thingy, but they have this where it's covered in fucking sauce and cheese. I think that's like ham or something that Paul got. That doesn't matter. But because we were like, okay, we're at Bangkok airport, we're gonna fly the 4 hours to Shanghai and then have our layover. And he was like, oh, let's eat something. And I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, you know, that kind of stuff. And Paul's like, hey, what about this? Something's covered in cheese. I was like, yes? Covered in cheese? I look over and I was like, ooh, yes, I want somebody covered in cheese. That was our food adventure stuff from Thailand. And can't wait for our next big trip, because that's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be like 1,000 videos, and I'm not upset because I've been wanting to go forever. But yeah, so food adventure. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. All right.